Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's Dad Joke of the Week. What is going on, Ohmies? Welcome back for another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. Of course, as you can see by the title, we do have a little bit of an announcement to make to you guys. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a bittersweet moment because this is going to be the last Ohmies episode for the foreseeable future. Not saying that we are completely disappearing forever, but we are going to take a little bit of a break just from the show here, just because, you know, as you guys have known, you know, I've started my own channel, got, you know, things going on over there. Corey's got his channel going, he's got his things. Clown's got his own thing going on over on his channel. So we've all been pretty busy and stuff like that. So we'll get into a little bit more of, you know, the whys and stuff like that here in a little bit. But of course, as you can see, we are joined by two of our very, very, very good friends. And of course, you know, Swags. He is one of the original Ohmies, and he is an Ohmie to the heart. You know what I mean? And of course, so is Breeze Tones, because if you guys didn't know, he's one of our amazing sponsors here on Vaping with the Ohmies. And you know what? We got something that's going to go along with that towards the end of the show, guys. So stay tuned for that. But of course, I want to find out what everybody is vaping on tonight. So with that, let's start off with Mr. Breeze Tones. What are you vaping on, man?
Thank you, Frames Janklin of Frames Janklin Industries. Hi, everyone. I'm an adult and I like a little bit of nicotine today, so I decided to bring out Caliburn G. That's got some stuff in it. Some raspberry things, actually, from Vaporize here in Australia.
Ooh.
I got some of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of raspberry for your face hole. But I also have the, this is called the Zebra Denali Snowcap Mods 20X700, but I call it the Fancy Donkey. It's the Fancy Donkey with the Nightmare 25 on there.
Love it. Very nice.
Fancy Donkey. You just have to say it like that. But this is also a little bit of Australian e-liquid. This is from Affinity Creations from Sydney. A little bit of rice crackle business. And lastly, the Abyss. The Abyss with the Ether RDA action. It's all that, despite what you may have seen online, but very, very good. And in there is custard cookie from Sad Boy. I don't have a bottle for that, so I'll just show a random one. That's it there.
Very nice. Very nice. Is that all you got, man?
That's it. I got 3 today.
Yeah, pass it off to whoever, man.
Mr. Poon Sauce McBeardy.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I got the MK Regina with the Dwarf DL with the last of my. Never mind that shit. Here comes Mango from Mr. Sifu. And then got my Skelly 213 with the Blotto. And inside of there, I got a little bit left of this little 30 ml bottle of that lemon twist. What is it? The pink punch lemonade. Just the pink lemonade flavor. It's delicious, but really, really sweet. So I'm kind of scared to see what's under the hood after I'm done with that bottle. And then got the mix GT4S with some peat in there from Steel Valley Vapors from their Clockwork Vapors line. Delicious. And yeah, that's all I got. What about you, Mr. Flagons?
First of all, I've got just got my breathing out of my. All right, now that's cleared up. I've got the I think this is the Sunbox Zero Nega 2 Mini.
Tiny.
Mouthful with the mini. It's miniature. It's got a Dicodes V3 Extreme inside. I think it goes up to 80 watts. Believe it or not. Tiny little 18350 mod right here. I've got the Pioneer tank on top, courtesy of Mr. Stay Puffed, aka Nick, aka What a Mensch. He sent me a titanium Pioneer. Got it in the mail today. I've been loving it for the last, I'd say, hour. The first hour, I was doing something wrong and I was drinking juice, but I think it's working now. And speaking of drinking juice, it wasn't really that displeasurable of an experience because I got some Hogut's Yogurts in today, and he sent me a 12 milligram McMango Mayhem, and it's delicious. Everybody's right. It tastes exactly like Homeboy Mango, which I love. That shit's like crack to me, except subtler. It doesn't taste over sweetened, which I'm sure I will notice in all the juices that I normally vape after I'm done binging these Hogut's Yogurts. Next, I've got the what is this called? Jeez, I'm really prepared tonight. The Shift. This is the Shift by Hummingbird. Little DNA 60 side-by-side 3D printed with the GT4S and a DHD faux nub tip. It's a 510 faux nub tip in one of her summer colors. I forget what it's called. Inside of there, I've got Pango by Transistor, one of my ADVs. Love this juice. Fantastic, delicious. And I've also got the Stratum Delrin, a little old SX chip mod here, 18650, with the Imperia short tank. Inside of there, a very special juice I'm trying today by Hogut's Yogurts. Just got my Hogut's Yogurts in the mail, and I gotta say, Mitch, so far so great. This is Would You Look at That? A Transistor Love Child, and we'll talk more about what that means after my dude Frames goes. So that's a delicious medley of my favorite flavors, and we'll talk more about that. And last, I've got the Evolve Vapor Pod System with some of Sabores del Encanto, pumpkin flan in 12 milligram. Yeah, it's pumpkin flan. And that's me. James, what do you got?
Very nice, dude. I've got 3 things in front of me here tonight that I'll be vaping on throughout the show. First things first, you guys seen it this morning in the cloud check. The K Vapors Turk Edition Side Fire Jammy with the RDA for vaping on top. This is like one of my favorite setups at the moment. Of course, Blizzard Chop Top on top. I've got some Sammy Nitro 28 gauge aliens that I actually took a wrap off of to make extra spicy, as you guys can see there, just ripping and roaring. And they've got some Boule Bolu Banana Land on the inside. Absolutely delicious. Next, I've got the Intake MTL on top of the Foxy 1 from Ogvape. I've actually got a video that'll be coming out for the Foxy 1 this week. Inside of this, I've got, of course, a Breeze Tones mouth-to-lung coil. That's just absolutely glorious. And I do have some 12 milligram McMango Mayhem on the inside here from my man Mitch over there at Hogut's Yogurts. And last but not least, I got another Foxy 1 with the Druga RTA on top. Got a Blood Moon chop top, so it's a little bit darker, more red than the Copper Rose. Really enjoy this tip. Inside, I have a single, I believe this is actually a single 26 gauge Breeze Tones, I believe is what's in here. And I've got some, just like Swags, would you look at that, a transistor love child from Hogut's Yogurts. And I've got to say, it's definitely something, man. I was definitely kind of had to sit back for a second and kind of hit it a couple extra times. Be like, ooh, there's something in there. There's something in there. Can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me. Everything's tasting delicious. Huge shout outs to Mitch for, hooking a brother up on those liquids. And just huge shout outs just to everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And with that, we can't do an Ohmies episode with, of course, giving you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what you can get in a whole episode of every other Wednesday over there on the Poon Sauce McNasty channel with Logan Exhales. It's time for a little bit of, let me find the bumper here. What's in the news, Poon Sauce?
Okay, I'm going to start this off by throwing the link in chat for you guys, because you guys have heard me talk about this till my face falls off, but Mr. Jim McDonald put out a great little informational piece about everything you need to know about the vape mail ban and the PACT Act. So this is something that you should bookmark and just kind of have it. So if anybody asks you any questions about it, just to send that over their way, because it has every little bit of information that you ever need about like what's going to be involved with the PACT Act, how the vape mail ban is going to be put into effect, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great little piece. Always a big, huge shout out to Mr. Jim McDonald for always kind of keeping the vape world in check with all the information that is out there, and just putting this out there for everybody to see. Other than that, stay vigilant. I think there's a couple call to action still out there right now. Let's go check. I believe from what I saw, that kind of crazy one in New Mexico, the terminology for the possession part of the ban got removed. So that's kind of a good thing, because they actually added to where it was going to be illegal for possession of any kind of vapor products as well in the state of New Mexico. They got that removed. So, but the bill is still in the Senate area, waiting to be passed through the Senate. So keep an eye out there. I know Alaska has a vapor tax going through SB 45. And then we have the Vermont flavor ban, which is S.24 and H.141. So if you're in those areas, make sure to keep on an eye on those call to actions. Make sure you're doing those. Also, the comment period for the vape mail ban is still going on. Go to Kasa. I'm gonna throw that in the chat as well for you guys. Oh fuck! Hold please. I accidentally pasted instead of copied. Hold on. If you do this,
Looks like Addy Teeny's got you.
Yeah, he's just posted in there. Comment period. Remember, there's two little like separate call to actions you do, because one goes to Congress and the other one goes to the USPS email as well. So just make sure you're doing those. Try to do it at least every other day if you can, just because we need to get that information out there as much as possible. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. That's all I got.
All right. So with that, it is Ohmies hangout night tonight, and we're gonna do things a little bit different tonight, guys, because usually we do some sort of game or something like that. But we figured, with this being one of the last episodes for the foreseeable future, we think we're just gonna reminisce. Think back on old Ohmies moments from the past 3 years. Crazy, it's been that long that we've been doing this show. But a lot of amazing things have happened. A lot of great guests have come on the show. A lot of funny moments. A lot of just good memories. So we're going to allow whoever sends an email to come on and just come hang out and just, shoot the shit and just share some of your guys' favorite Ohmies memories along with us. Because, Corey and I have been talking, along with Clown for a while now. And it's just, it's something that's, kind of been bittersweet. We've all kind of branched out, started doing our own things. And when we originally started the Ohmies, most of us were just consumers, you know what I mean? I didn't have a channel at the time. Corey didn't, you know what I mean? We had Dan and Aziz along with us, and of course Swag. And then, the only one of us at the time with the channel was Clown. And the whole goal was, to help gain some growth for Clown on his channel. So we're like, dude, let's do a show. We'll put it on your channel, and we'll get you some subs. See what happens. And as things started going, I kind of got the bug and started my channel and started doing my thing, which ultimately kind of worked out for us because there was a period where I ended up hosting the show on my channel. But the next thing you know, Corey started his advocacy show, and now he's doing his what's happening like every day now, which is awesome to see him doing his thing. But it's like we've gotten kind of busy. We've got all kinds of different things. And like I've got my channel as far as like reviews go, and then the green room, and now I've got the podcast that I'm doing, which I'm having an absolute blast doing all of it. And sometimes it's just like the whole goal of this was for us to grow and reach new things. You know what I mean? It was a chance to kind of help Clown break out of his shell and kind of get some subs, and now he's out there doing his own thing. He's got the Mixing It Up show, which is doing awesome. It's a great show that they're doing over there for anybody who's interested in DIY mixing. Make sure you guys are subscribed to KVTV and are checking Mixing It Up every Tuesday, same time as this show. So make sure you guys are checking that out. And then of course, like Corey branching out and doing his thing, it just seemed like it was time for us to be like, what, I think we did what we came here to do as far as this for now. Not saying that we're going to disappear forever. This channel is always going to be here. The content that's here is always going to be here for you guys to come back and watch and reminisce on. And who's to say that in the future we might come back and do an episode here and there. It's just for now we're just going to take some time to kind of spend this extra time that we use on Mondays to kind of invest into our other creative outlets that we're pursuing at the moment, to kind of see where that can take us. It's like I said, very bittersweet because this is a show that's very getting a little choked up just talking about it, very near and dear to my heart because this is what started it all. But what I'm going to do now, guys, we got a couple people out there in the waiting room, so I'm going to start bringing some of them in. But what I want to do is I want to throw it over to you, Corey, to kind of share maybe some of your favorite moments or just your thoughts to, everybody out there that's just supported us.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's kind of a bittersweet thing where we've been doing this almost for May would have been 3 years of us doing this. So it's kind of a it's kind of a crazy thing to where it's like it's hard to kind of put into words how like much this show kind of means to me and like a lot of people that have kind of started here, and just because it's like this is where we got our start. This is how we all kind of got out of our shells and got comfortable with doing what we wanted to do, and then we branched out to do our own thing. And it's gonna be tough for this to actually like sink in a little bit, but in the end, like you said before, it's something that we set out to do to help each other grow, and we did that. We all grew in our own way. We all kind of branched out and are doing our own things now. And it's going to be a tough one to swallow. It really will be. But I feel like this is kind of what is for the best for all of us. And it is what it is kind of thing. It's like James said, who knows? We might be back eventually at some time. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is what needs to happen in the end, because it gives us opportunities to kind of focus more on us. I mean, because we've seen each other grow exponentially over the past almost 3 years. So like James said, we can always come back whenever we want. But right now, I think it's just time for us to kind of, like how I could say it's like the show must go on kind of thing. And that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah.
It's tough, man. This is an awkward episode for me, man, to be honest. This is something that's, kind of been in the background coming to fruition for a while. Just because, like, everything that's, like I said, we've been doing. But what we want to do is, like, instead of, getting all somber and, on that kind of sadder note, I want to think about some of the good times that we've had here. Because, dude, we've had some fucking laughs. We've had some amazing guests and just good times with just the Ohmies in general, with hangouts and, you know, all that good stuff. So I want to just kind of pass it around to like you guys, even you Swags, because you know you've been here since day one, dude. Like, what's like some of your favorite moments and like some of the best memories you have from the homies?
Well, I'll talk about, generally speaking, talk about collaborating with friends. I mean, we all started 3 years ago, and the growth that's happened over that time, it's kind of like when you start a project, there's a goal, right? And you're trying to achieve a goal together, and the goal kind of changes as you guys grow together in the chemistry and the mesh, and people kind of come into themselves. James, you came into yourself over that time, and you became Frames Janklin. You always had it in you to do it, but you just kind of realized, oh my gosh, Stan, you can't leave me alone. And it's ringing in my ears. All right, I'm gonna close this tab. Thank you. Sorry about that. Coon Sauce didn't talk really. He was in a dark dungeon, and now look at him. I mean, he's in bright HD, and he's got all these endeavors he's doing, and he's using big words. And clown, like you said. So, and me too. I mean, I at some point inevitably like decided I couldn't spread myself so thin anymore, and I had to do other things. And so ultimately, when a project, the main point is that when a creative collaborative he's calling me, he's texting me. Good Lord. Stan, stop trolling me, bro. I just want to get this out, and then you can call me all you want. But it's like you never freaking call me, and then you call me when I'm trying to get sentimental. Sentimental Swaggins is going to continue for one more minute. Anyways, so the project was collaborative, and we were together on this, and we had a goal, and now the goal is like it's gone. You know, we adapted, we changed, we created our own channel, and we started to kind of have a group effort and endeavor, and it helped us to kind of promote all of the stuff that we were doing in one place. And then it just, with what's happened in the vape industry and with what's the differences of everybody's creative paths, it just doesn't make sense anymore. So to keep forcing it is almost worse. It's like Brett Favre should have retired before the Vikings, man, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, you got to stop at some point, and stopping's hard. I get it. So it's been only good though, you know, it's been only good. You've showcased, we've been true to the nature of the show. It was about consumers. It was about the passion. It was about the hobby. And we brought on the people that we thought were like the golden people, you know, the golden list that the Vape Stew used to have. It's like we brought those people on because we wanted to promote them in the community, and they were community people that, you know, reciprocated that energy. So it's going to be pretty somber, you know, to not have that anymore. I mean, that the Ohmies was always like a hobbyist show for hobbyists, where it was always positivity. You know, we were always trying to showcase the good people in the community and pour that vibe back out. So it's all obviously going to be missed sorely, for sure. But I think, you know, it's bittersweet, but you got to make a decision. And if they want, they can go over and they can see you on your other mediums. And that's the best thing that comes out of this. It's not like you're not going to be able to see anybody anymore.
It's not like we're disappearing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just going to be at other places, you know, where you guys are already at anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like I want to pass it down to the Ohmies that popped on the show to hang out with us to kind of get some of your guys' favorite moments. We'll start with, you know, Adam. Like, maybe what's like one of your favorite things that you can remember, or that like just jumps at you from the Ohmies?
We were discussing this morning. I asked Poon Sauce how long you'd actually been going, and because my brain it's just always been, you know, there's certain shows that I've always watched, I guess, when I came into vaping, when I found you guys. And I want to change that question, if that's okay. Think about all the people that have watched your show, all those people, the faceless ones that don't get in chat and, you know, like are not all over Instagram and all that sort of thing. All the people that whose lives that you've, you know, affected in a way, whether you're helping them on their journey or learning about brands or, you know, vape safety, all of those things, you know. So for the contribution that you've all done as a group is a huge thing. I mean, even when I remember the conversation when you asked me, Frames, you know, would I like to be involved with Vaping with the Homies? It was a no-brainer because of that situation of the community. You know, that's always anything we do is always reflects on what's going on in the community. So, you know, I'm sending a congratulations to you all for that situation because of, you know, even selfishly me, what I've learned out of this show, apart from the laughs and apart from the hangout, you know, what you've actually done is a huge thing, and to continue it is a hard thing to do week to week. You know, just that regularity is, we've all got stuff going on, you know, so it's a huge congratulations to you all. Again, it's not the end, you know, but think about all those things and people's lives that you've touched. That sounds so wrong when I say it out loud, but you know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about all the people that have come on this show, and everyone's come on. So, you know, I don't have a favorite moment apart from some ridiculous laughs that have happened during the shows, but that's the reality. Just a mesh of the community who have come in. So huge congrats.
Dude, I don't really know what else to say to that, man. I just appreciate that, Adam. Really do.
Yeah.
What about you, Duchess? Like, what about you, man?
Whew. I mean, I'm gonna have to probably say something like, I mean, so I've been watching for a little while, right? Like mid-season 2, I kind of started watching the Ohmies. So I didn't see a lot of that previous stuff when, you know, Swaggins was on and Aziz was here, etc. But all of us pretty much get to hang out behind the scenes, right? And just seeing how these things come together, right? Is kind of, I don't know, I'm a bit awestruck, really, right? Because I don't know, I think it's just, it's real cool seeing the collaborations from all the different like personalities and like all the different like, I guess like mentalities, if you will.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone's going to think of things a different way. So I wouldn't say much like what, you know, what Breeze Tone said. I don't think I have like a favorite moment, but I mean, just seeing things and how they came together, etc. Like from the point that I started watching till now.
Hell yeah, man.
Like both on YouTube and then obviously behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, because unlike, you know, some of you guys out there in chat, maybe like everybody here on this panel, we hang out with on a daily basis. You know what I mean? So they see the work that goes in behind the scenes. You know, half the time they're in, and almost every Ohmies hangout. You know, the guys that are here right now. You know, Lando's always here hanging out with us. Duchess is always, you know, sending in a link. So it's just it's really heartwarming to me to see that what I got out of this, you guys did. You know what I mean? Just watching. What about you, Lando?
For me, my favorite moments is to be on here and hang out with you guys and have some good laughs.
Yeah, 100%. It's the response that we're getting back from you guys about like how much it impacted you as much as it impacted us. It's kind of one of those things where it's like all of us think like we were just doing this like we weren't doing this for the views. We weren't doing this to get popular. We were just doing this we were a bunch of good friends that just wanted to. We had good conversation when we did the whole leftover stew thing right at the beginning, when we found out how well we all meshed together.
Who would have thought from one single stream, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Just spur of the moment from like a Discord chat. We're like, hey, there's no stew tonight. Let's do a show. And then next thing you know, 3 years later, here we are. You know?
Is that how it started?
That's exactly how this started.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. There wasn't a stew that week because Stan and them were all in the UK for the UK Expo. So we all decided that on Clown's channel, we were just going to do something called the Leftover Stew, where it was just all the Stooges coming, hanging out, and just having.
You know
a
what's
little
crazy
time.
about that too? When we first started, it was like pulling teeth to get Poon Sauce to contribute. And by the end of it all, Poon Sauce was the one that was like, would be venting
Dude,
to any one of us
I
to be like,
didn't even
you
have
guys aren't putting enough in. You need to do more. You need to make sure you're going to be there on time. Oh, what do you mean? You got to take the day
dude,
off. It's
I
like,
don't even think I had a computer when this started, when the
I had a
Ohmies really
shitty
started.
fucking
Either that or
laptop.
it's like right when the Stooges, shout outs to the fucking Stooges too, because they're a big part of this show even becoming a thing too. Because I didn't even have a computer for the longest time, and then all of a sudden I ended up getting a laptop because I was blessed by the amazing community, and it's like next thing you know, we do that one show, and then one thing leads to another, and it's just like it's just crazy how, because like I literally remember, like I think back and I can remember that first episode, you know what I mean? Like I was terrified to be on the internet, you know what I mean? And now look at me, I'm a host. I host two shows, got my own YouTube channel, and I do a podcast. Never thought before any of this happened that I'd be doing this.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. What about you, Lethal? What sticks out to you, man?
Again, I hate to repeat a broken record, but much like Breezestone said, there's not one thing I can pick out. For me, it's every moment was my favorite moment. You guys did this every week. You brought us something special every Monday. And you guys stand for what I believe in, and community, friendship, positivity. And you guys brought that every week.
Appreciate
The crisp
that,
high
man.
five. The crisp high fives.
Absolutely.
Right there. What about you there, Lee? Because I know you've been tuning in for quite some time as well, bro.
Dude, I think you guys have brought the sense to everybody that it's not in your little circle, it's the whole circle, because you guys had Aziz, you guys had Dan, you had guys from all over the US and all over the world basically come in on a show and say, hey, let's do this and let's talk about the fun stuff. There's so many shows that are out there that are very, I guess you could say like doom and gloom kind of thing at times, and it gets very real, but it's like you guys are like, hey, let's have a fun show. And especially Monday, everybody has the Mondays, and you guys like, let's snap that Mondays out, kind of thing. And I'm very thankful for, yes, COVID sucked in 2020. And I got to meet you guys finally, and I've kind of been lurking in the background for quite a few years, and, watching you guys grow. And I'm thankful for every one of you and everybody that's in chat. And I say thanks. And I was almost not gonna jump in tonight. I was like, eh. And then when I saw this might be the last show, I'm like, yeah, I want to hang out with you guys. I know this means a lot for you, James, and everybody else. So
Well, we appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. We definitely do. And then we got my boy Ashton.
I guess I'm going to be like the broken record repeating everybody, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, like Lethal said, it's like every moment, dude. And it's like, if it wasn't, for the green room and the Ohmies and, that little excerpt of like Dan asking me how fucking old I am live and in front of, how many people.
Yeah.
AKA, that's why I got the pubic hair chin going right now. Shout out if Dan's watching, much love, dude. But it's just, Palmer's Powders wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for these shows and the Stooge crew as a whole. Like I wouldn't be the business I am. Like James wouldn't be wearing one of these T-shirts. Like this represents the Stooge crew. And it's, I don't know, man, it's just been a wild ride, and I'm definitely thankful for it. That's for damn sure.
Hell yeah, man. And we got my man E, dude. Long time no see,
Yo.
bro.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Dude, thanks for joining
up?
us, man.
Swags, what's up, everybody? Frames, it's been a long time, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
good
is.
to
It's been
see
a
you, bro.
super long time.
You're still
I had
super
to come through
handsome.
with this.
Dude, well, we're glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Because you've been one of those guys that's been with us since day one, bro.
It's hitting me hard. Once I saw what you wrote, I was like, oh my God, where have I been? I was like, I've been away too long.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, you know, but sometimes, you know, there's that saying, you know, sometimes all good things have to come to an end, you know? And like we said at the beginning, it's like, this isn't goodbye, you know, this is just like, hey, we'll see you later. We'll be back, you know what I mean? If not, you know, we'll be around, you know, come around the corner to, you know, my channel on Friday. Come see me there. Go, you know, come hang out over on Corey's channel, you know, pretty much any day during the week, and, you know, you can catch up with Corey. But, yeah, dude, like, what has this show been for you, man?
Just a whole bunch of camaraderie, man. It's just a whole bunch of friendship. Everybody caring for each other. Everybody looking out for the best, you know, making us be the best that we could be together. You know, we all have one common collective, and that's getting off smoking. And what better to do than with all of your ohmies, bro?
Yeah.
Like it was just like that's what it's been for years. And like, you know, the Zooms, the lives, everything, just it's just been an amazing ride.
Absolutely,
it really has.
man. Absolutely. Like I just look back, man, and some of my favorite moments are like moments like these where we get to hang out. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting all choked up, and I'm not even like welling right now, but just like these moments where we get to hang out with you guys and, you know, shoot the shit and, you know, get to know you guys a little bit more than, you know, just in the chats. Even though you guys hang out every single week, you know, I can, like, there's not a single name in the chat right now that I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? And then we even get new people that come in. And those of you that have just found us, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, it's kind of come to an abrupt end on you, but go back. We got a catalog of amazing content. You know what I mean? So I didn't think this was going to be as hard as it is.
You should have had a clip from one of your earlier episodes. Bring a clip up with no bumpers, no nothing.
Right?
Just to see it, the raw.
Like they said, this wasn't it wasn't an expected thing. Like there were plans, right, to kind of end things. It's like ending a relationship. You try to mean well, like you want it to be a clean break, but it's got to end, man.
Yeah.
It just has to. And like with the state of the industry, the thing that sucks the most is that it's just like it's a fellowship, right? But we have discords. I mean, it's evolved so much in the 3 years that it's been on, and it just doesn't make sense to continue, you know? And that's the thing about creative projects. And that's also the thing about the inspiration of what the Ohmies is. And it's 5 guys that got together and said, let's just do it. You know, we didn't have, you know, maybe some of us had a little bit of a background in production or whatever, but all we had was a passion and a desire and a goal, a common goal. And so it's an inspiration that anybody could do it. I mean, everybody was doing it, but it's also hard to shoulder the burden of the industry. Cause I feel like, you know, a lot of the people in the industry that should have been the watchdogs over what has transpired, you know, left it to us, the consumers, you know, the hobbyists. We had to fucking pick up the torch. We had to do this, and we did it week to week, and we were a sounding board, and we were a support group, and we were helping to rally. And people want to, you know, there's some trolls in the chat and everything. And there's so many feelings that have transpired over this time. And, you know, to continue to do it with positivity and to continue to bring content week after week with what has been transpiring, that's the true, you know, hats off. That's the true thing that makes it hard to see it go. But again, it had to, because things change. And I honestly didn't think it would. I thought it was going to be a year, and then we went into 2 years, and then now 2.5 years, almost 3 years, like closer to 3 years than anything else. And it was great while it lasted. But here's to looking forward. Just imagine what could come out of this, And I challenge anybody in the chat to fill the void, create some content, grab some friends, go online,
Give us
talk
something
about something
to
you
watch
love.
late at night.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So with that, one thing I do want to say is just that I want to thank all of you guys here, as well as everybody that's tuned in. Give me a second here. Because as much work as we've put into this show wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Because no one would watch it. It would just be us talking to each other, which we do already anyways, But the fact that this show means as much to you as it does to us, could I ask for anything more?
It shaped a lot of people in this industry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
dude.
crazy thing is you never really, when we started this, we never expected that to be the thing that would happen. We just,
I don't think we ever expected to do it this long.
no, we were just thinking it was just going to be a little thing that we were going to do. And then it came into just something that became a regular to so many people and to all of us. And it was, we kind of just went along for the ride, and the ride was fantastic. It was like a never-ending roller coaster of awesomeness, and it was.
I mean, at the end of the day, you guys, it's never over. We're all going to be Ohmies. We're all going to still stay in contact with each other. And I mean, think about it. Every Friday night, we got the green room, and we still got the stew sometimes.
Oh, and just so you know, Monday cloud checks are going nowhere.
See, there you go. Maybe this might bring some more Monday cloud checks from just more people than just James.
I can't. That's too much. I can't give that up. That's too much.
Definitely feel it's a I'm not crying, you're crying moment right
Yeah,
now.
you're crying, not me.
Yeah, I'm not, you're crying.
But honestly, just thank you to everybody, man. I really don't.
Frank.
I really
I
just
mean,
don't
thank
know what else to say.
Dude, at the end of the day, like, I've looked up to you, James. Every fucking Monday you're on the show. You're always on Instagram posting. You're always pushing the show. You're always pushing this, pushing that. And then you got your show on Friday, and then you got the podcast on Sunday. And I'm sitting here scratching my head some days like, I can't even deal with half the shit I got to deal with. I don't know how this kid works a full-time job and runs 3 shows. It's hats off to you, man. You're a hard ass
This community is everything to me. This community is everything to me.
And you'll always be
I
in the
said
community,
this.
bro.
I said this like day one, like when I first like even found the community. I gotta give a huge shout out and just like I keep sending them my good vibes to them, to the Garrities, because they're part of the reason why I'm even part of the community to begin with. They took me under their wing at a vape show, showed me what the community was, and then from there, dude, it's just like I've never found a place where I felt like I belonged until I found this community.
We got an update from Mr. Nicarity as well. He's at home.
Thank God.
Doing
Thank
good.
God.
He's recovering. I already texted him today saying that he's going to get a big, swift smack of the ass when I see him next. And I'll show you the emoji he sent me that he's excited. Because a big old fluffy bear pointing his fingers together. So he's ready for it. I don't know if that's a sign for docking, but I think whatever it is, I'm about it.
Like a circle.
So, Nick knows that we're all thinking about him. I mean, he's one of the people that helped to get the Ohmies to where it was as well, because if there's somebody who helped us behind the scenes, kind of bringing confidence in us and all of us together just by talking to us and just by being there, it's Nick Garrity, the Garritys themselves. The amount of family that we've created doing the show when it comes to people like Michelle Lynn, Stan, Ruby Roo, Grim Green, everybody that we've had that is bigger than, like, when you think of names that are bigger than us.
That's the craziest part, man, is because like
Those are
you
names that are
said,
bigger than
it's
life,
like
man.
we literally started off as just some dudes, you know what I mean, just hanging out, you know, in some chats, and the next thing you know, we literally become friends with people that we looked up to, you know what I mean, and now it's like we're peers with these people, and it's just like that there just goes to show you that, like, if you just go out there and and there's something that you want to do and you just go out there and do it, look what could happen.
Like, all it takes, guys, if you want to do out and do something, the Ohmies is proof of it right there. It just got
a great social experiment. That's
for real.
That's what it is.
For real. It's because, like, before any of this started, man, like, I was one of the most insecure, like, didn't like to talk in big groups of people. I never wanted to be like spotlight on me. That was never my personality. But just like through hanging out and just talking with people and all this, like, that insecurity just kind of started just, you know, fading away. And it's just like, who cares, man? I'm me, like me for me. And you know what? I found a group of people that do, you know?
Yeah.
And that was the most freeing part, is like, I could come here and I didn't have to worry. I could just be myself. And I hope we did that for everybody else.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Like you guys, like I said, I'd been lurking in the background on Discord, just kind of watching and seeing what's going on. And then one night I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump into Discord. I was nervous as hell just to jump in Discord and on a video chat with you guys. I was nervous as hell. And all of you guys were like, oh shit, not the real Gerard Butler. It's about time you jump in, you know, and hang with us and talk with us. And like, dude, y'all are some of the best friends group, you know, like, your group, well, not necessarily your group, but like before it was like your group, and now it's like nobody was like, oh, fuck that guy, you know, kind of thing. It was like, hey, come on in, you know, brother, you know. And I love hanging with you guys. I love watching you guys. I've seen you guys grow, and I'm glad to be a part of this moment, and I'm glad to be a part of future moments with you guys, you know, wherever you go from here, you know, wherever this journey takes us, you know.
Yeah. I think it also goes kind of like a little bit further than that too, right? Like, because everyone is so like big on community and helping people and stuff like that, right? Like, I remember when I first joined the Stooge, right? I legit listened.
Oh, I remember too.
I remember like 20 of these dudes being deep in this voice chat, and I sat there just lurking for like 20 minutes before I made a complete ass out of myself.
Jay, you made an ass out of yourself? No way.
You were the raging vapor.
Which is kind of just me.
You were the raging vapor for one day, and then you like were reborn because of that.
Yeah, but I mean, even just then, it was like my knowledge, right, as far as like the vapor community has grown exponentially. Like, I was stuck on stuff like smoke products and Vandy vape and stuff, and now I'm using scepters with Nightmare 25s on them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I wouldn't have probably ever got to this point if it wasn't for people like you guys, right?
I think we've all grown to love you, Duchess.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to scroll through chat because I don't want to miss anything that has been thrown out here as far as moments go. We've got Uncle Chris saying the Ohmies is an awesome place to be. I will forever miss the experience that's been the Ohmies. Love every Ohmie in the stream because remember, everyone in chat and the stream are forever Ohmies. 100%.
Right on.
Fuck yeah, Uncle
100%.
Chris.
Good old Uncle Chris. Everybody's favorite cool uncle.
And then we've got
shizzle.
PSS says no egos in this group. It always just feels like a cool place to hang. No agendas, not about clickbait, just a chill place. I'm going to miss it. Well, me too, Pam. But we're glad that you've been able to, hang out with us, and I've seen you out there in chats, week after week. We appreciate your support as much as just everybody, and for those of you watching the replay as well, just a huge thank you goes to you guys, because I know unfortunately some people don't get to catch these live. You don't get the opportunity to be on a hangout, but you guys are just as important. And thank you guys for your support, everyone. To the amazing sponsors we've had over the years, Adam, Rescued E-Liquid, Exotic Leaf, OMPH, Independent Vapor Company, anybody that's stood behind us, anybody that's just watched, supported, subscribed, followed, shared. You guys are the real MVPs.
I just want to say thank you to James and the rest of the Ohmies guys for allowing me to be a part of this as well. I do remember, coming on the show once as a guest, and I just want to say thank you guys for letting me be a part of this as well.
Absolutely, man. Like I said from day one, this whole show is about community growth. And I think that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I think
we're going to continue to do. I don't really have much really else to say. We are kind of running down towards the end here. I'll kind of just leave an open floor for anybody that wants to add anything or say anything.
What's going on with the playlist? Is it going to stay up?
The playlist isn't going anywhere. You can choose to listen to that whenever you want. It's always available. So if you just type in Spotify, type in Vaping with the Ohmies, both playlists will show up.
Well, I think that we definitely need to add some songs to the playlist tonight for sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you know what I'm gonna do, it might take an extra minute or two, but I feel like it's just right. Everybody here is gonna pick a song, and then if you can also pick one from chat. If you can't see the chat, that's all right, but I want to get some out there from chat as well onto the list. I'm honestly giving both my picks to the list, so I'll go last. So whoever may have one that they want to throw up can go ahead and start it off.
Yeah. So whoever wants to throw it in, go right ahead.
Go ahead, Lethal.
I got one. It's a little corny, but it's from The Greatest Showman. This is The Greatest Show.
Hell yeah.
I got one.
Go for it.
I'm going to go with...
who was that from?
That's from The Greatest Showman. I don't know.
It's a musical.
I got it right here.
I got one for you. Let me know when you're ready, Coon Pants.
Ready.
All right. This one is called Godzilla, and it's by Blue Oyster Cult.
Fuck yes.
By the way, Godzilla's coming out on HBO Max this month.
All right. Who's next? Anybody ready? Anybody got one?
Breezetones, what do you got?
I think the song's called Why We Ever by Hayley Williams.
Very nice.
I got one for you guys just because it's kind of like a somber moment. And anytime I'm having a bad day and I'm driving home, I always put on Be Quiet and Drive from the Deftones.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Because that's like a good outloop song.
That's a banger.
Ska.
Duchess, what do you got? Should I just start typing it in? Should I just start typing it in? I already know.
No, it's not what you think.
Five-finger death punch.
It might be what you think it is, but something I would just normally listen to on a daily. Death Atlas off of the Death Atlas album from Cattle Decapitation.
I got one from the chat.
All right.
Matt Sinister, Africa by Toto. Yeah.
Oh God.
We were just talking about
So
that
obsessed.
He loves that song, dude. He can sing every word.
All right.
Lando, what do you got?
You're muted, Lando. I think. I didn't hear your
I think
voice.
he's looking.
Oh, I saw his mouth move. I didn't hear sound.
I'll go with Mad Child's Dickhead.
What is it?
Mad Child, Dickhead. It's a fucking hilarious song.
All right. Who else we got? Issa, you have a pick, man?
Dang it, Breeze.
I do, but I don't know what the name of the song is, and I'm not about to go and sing it. So,
Well, how about this? Whenever you get it, just DM it to me, bro, and we'll throw it on there.
yeah, I'm gonna put it up.
All right, cool. And then
Lee, what do you got?
So do I go the dickhead route and say, ABBA, take a chance on me?
oh,
To the gallows.
To the gallows.
My song is The Invite by Pepper.
nice. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick some out from chat here. You know what? Let's go with Cloud King Cody, Tupac, Changes. Great song. And then I'm going to pick one more from chat, and then we'll pass it around, let you guys pick one. I'm also going to go with, dude, DIY Down Under, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Yeah, I'll take that. Hell yeah. All right, so whoever can see the chat, go ahead and go ahead and start dropping some more suggestions. We could use some more. If there's anybody out there, you know what I mean.
I got one from chat.
What you got?
Broham from Pennywise. Uncle Chris put it up. That's a good one for
nice
the night show.
I like Billy and Silla.
DIY Down Under said, James Taylor, you got a friend?
That's a good one too.
And Billy Ancillo says, Becoming the Bull by Atreyu.
All right, so where are you at with those, Corey?
Hold on.
Also,
You Got a Friend of Me by Randy Newman. Or wait, Short People by Randy Newman.
Feel targeted.
Dude, we all are, man. All of us that are under 6 foot. We're all targeted.
Okay. What's the next one?
What did you get? Lethals?
What was yours, Lethal?
Becoming the Bull by Atreyu.
Got it.
Also, I saw this weekend everybody was raising their warlocks this weekend for the warlock.
Yeah, dude.
So I just wanted to.
Rest in peace to Mark, man.
Yeah, dude.
Warlocks all day. Look at that, bro. That's how much I love this show, you guys. I've got it engraved on my fucking mod. I love this mod.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ohmies forever, man.
I'm going to go ahead and add my song on here. Let's stick to the Queen route. I'm going to go.
Fat Bottom Girls, well done.
I'm going to go with Queen. The show must go on.
Nice.
Good song.
Nobody's said Vitamin C yet.
I was just gonna say that song. I hate you so
Is
bad.
that the one that you were like you didn't want to sing?
Yes, correct. You would think so.
I'm with you.
Definitely. I was just looking it up. I typed what I was singing in my
Yes. Yeah.
head. So
Pine
yeah,
prune sauce. E's got his. It's vitamin C. What's the name of the song?
Graduation or Friends Forever.
Friends
One of
Forever.
the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who
Classic.
else? Who else do we have to get a second pick? Everybody pick two already?
No,
Yeah, I think
I only picked one,
No.
but I'll find another one.
Yeah.
we're gonna go with the Breeze Tones anthem, because does Coil sing like Celine Dion? So we're gonna go with Celine Dion, "The Power of Love."
Dude, I don't know who sings it, but that song "Peaches" has been stuck in my head. Like,
President
Oh, the
of
President of the
America.
United States of America.
Yep.
no, not that one.
The
Not
one
that
that's on oh shit.
on Letterkenny.
Yeah, it's
I
also
can't-
on Pulp Fiction.
Is it
Yep. That's like the
the
first movie it was ever
sucking
in.
on my titties song?
Yep, that's in Pulp Fiction.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the original.
When they're at the strip club.
Yep. I remember being like 12 years old watching that movie, being like, "Sucking
Is it
on
called Suck and
titties?"
Let It Go? Suck and Let Go?
Suck and let go. Yep.
I don't want to
Fuck
add
the
it.
pain
That's
away.
not-
Just put it on there,
thought that-
dude. Just put it on
Okay.
there, Corey.
It's
Why
from
not?
Peaches. So I'm
It's
just
for
gonna-
fun. Just do it.
Okay.
All right.
also
So
on
who else
Jackass.
do we need for a second pick? Anybody else? We
I got
you're
I got my second. If like, I mean, this song really like hit me hard right now because we were like you guys were talking about. Yeah, it's just "See You Again" by Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Great song.
I mean, I was thinking about like the fact that with Mark and all that, and
Mhm.
the fact that I wanted to get a Warlock and all that stuff, and yeah, it was hard for me. So
Yeah. It some of those things just that don't get quite easier as time goes, but it's just like what I always do is I just and every time I use a mod I just think of all the good times I had with Mark, and that sort of situation. And it's the same thing with this here. It's just like I'm just gonna continue just to look back on all the good times that we've had here, and then just continue to have that push me forward, and continue to bring you guys content wherever else I'm at. So with that, guys, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap things up for tonight. I do want to just thank all of you guys here on the panel for joining us and hanging out, and just sharing you guys' thoughts and just all the kind words you guys shared tonight. It's honestly, it means the world to me. The show means the world to me. Like I said, it's bittersweet to see it go, but like I said, it's not gone forever. We could come back at some point. It may not be at the same caliber as the Ohmies are known to be, but we might come back for like a once a month thing at some point or something like that. The channel's always going to be there. We're not taking it down. Every show is going to continue to be there, so you guys can always continue to go back and watch any replay that you guys would like. With that, I'm just gonna kind of pass it over to Corey and let him give his piece, and Swags or whoever else wants to say anything before we go ahead and wind on out.
Yeah, it's been one hell of a ride, guys. It's pretty much it's been moments that I wouldn't trade for anything. It's like the friends that I've made doing this: Swags, James, Dan, Clown, Aziz. You guys became my brothers throughout all this, and we look out for each other. We've been through shit together, and we've been through great things together. And it's like I said, it's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Yep.
And that's pretty much all I got.
You got anything coming up this week where people can catch you?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got some reviews coming out this week, so keep an eye out for those. And what's in the news this Wednesday with me and Logan. So that's pretty much all I got going this week.
Yeah, so
At
if you
least, and
guys
then
haven't yet, make sure you guys go over there and subscribe to Corey's channel. That way you guys can keep up to date with what he's got going on, whether it be his beer reviews, his advocacy that he does every other week with Logan, or any other new content that might pop up over there, guys. Make sure you guys go over there and just support my man Poon Sauce, because he's been my right-hand man here this past season. He's been one of the guys I've been able to count on, and I appreciate all the hard work and just the growth that I've seen out of you, Corey. I'm proud of you, bro. And Swags, anything you want to add, bro? Oh, you're muted, man.
Muted. Sorry, barking dog.
You're good.
It's been a beautiful ride, guys, and I'm sorry that you didn't see me that second half, but that was the beauty of the experiment, was that we kind of did what we did, and I really appreciate James and Corey for continuing, what we started all that time ago, and staying true to it. Like, you guys didn't corrupt it. It didn't change it. You didn't make it about yourselves. It was always about the group effort. It was always about the message, and it was always about the vibe. And I'm honored to be a part of that legacy. And I'm proud of you guys for making a tough decision, and it's the right decision. I just want to say that. I think all of us here can say that too. It sucks to see it go, but that's part of knowing is knowing when to let go.
Yeah.
And from the great words of Truman from the Truman Show, in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Awesome, man. Of course, you guys, if you didn't know, there's a show going on after this over there on Amigos & Co. So make sure you guys go check it out. We got our man Breeze Tones going on over there, with Mr. Steve Legion Vapes out of the good old Australia. So make sure you guys go tune in over there. You might see some familiar faces. Who knows? Of course, shout outs to all you guys here again for hanging out with us and, just hanging in with us and just all the continued support you've given us over the last 3 years of doing this show. You guys made it the best 3 years it could have ever possibly been. Without you guys, we wouldn't have grown as much as we did. And like I said, I can't thank you guys enough just for being along for the ride. I really do appreciate that. And with that, I'm just going to remind you guys can always check me out over on my channel, Frames Janklin Vapor, every Friday for the Green Room with Overdrip, Sean Typhon, and myself. We'd love to see you guys there. Of course, that's still going to continue to happen every Friday. So you guys, if you guys want to get your fix of Frames Janklin, you guys can come over and hang out with us on Fridays. Of course, reviews will be popping up on the channel throughout the week. Sometimes I don't have a specific day I upload. It's just whenever I end up getting it done. Because like Ashton says, I do have a full-time job that I know sometimes gets in the way of me getting editing and stuff done as fast as I would like. But we're going to make it happen. And of course, you guys still keep an eye out for those Monday cloud checks. They're still going to happen. I still want to continue to spread those positive vibes on Monday. Even though we may not be, doing the show here, I'm still going to continue to do that. And if you guys want to support me and what I do, there's also a link for my Patreon over on my channel. If you guys want to support the channel and help, upgrade, new equipment or buy things for future videos or anything like that, by all means, if you can't, no harm, no foul. Come over and still hang out. All the love is still given to everybody just for supporting me and just taking time out of your day to watch my videos. And with that, like I said, it's bittersweet, but you know what? Like Adam said in there, it's not goodbye. It's just hello until next time. And with that, guys, we're going to end it as we always do. Going to send out all of those positive vibes. Crisp high fives. And as always, let's just vape on, homies.
Forget about the outro.
Oh, carne asada, dude.
Vape, vape, vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vape, vaping with the Ohmies.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Vape, vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vape, vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Homies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's dad joke of the week.